of the needle, a Yupik tale. Long ago, an Inuit boy named Amik lived with his grandmother. Winter was almost over and there was little left to eat. While they waited for the ice to melt, grandmother sat inside the hut sewing with a beautiful ivory needle. The wide open eye of her needle helped her see many things.
One day, grandmother said, "Little Amik, I have been watching you grow. This spring you are big enough to go out and hunt for food for us." Amik quickly put on his parka and hurried to the shore.
In a stream trickling past his feet, something flickered across the pebbles. Amik scooped up a tiny needlefish. He said, "I am so hungry. I will eat this and catch something bigger for grandmother." And with that, go lump, down went the needlefish. A moment later, Amik said, "I am still hungry." As Amik followed the shore, a squirmy hooligan fish flopped at his feet. He reached into the water and grabbed it. He said, "I am so hungry. I will eat this and catch something bigger for grandmother." And with that, go lump, down went the hooligan fish. A moment later, Amik said, "I am still hungry." A few steps ahead, Amik spied a salmon in a little river. He caught the salmon by its tail. He said, "I am so hungry. I will eat this and catch something bigger for grandmother." And with that, go lump, down went the salmon. Soon he came upon a fat seal resting on the sand. He lifted the seal and stretched his mouth open wide. He said, "I am so hungry. I will eat this and catch something bigger for grandmother." And with that, go lump, down went the seal. A moment later, Amik said, "I am still hungry." Not far ahead, he found a lazy walrus basking on the rocks. Amik grasped him by his long ivory tusks. He said, "I am so hungry. I will eat this and catch something bigger for grandmother." And with that, go lump, down went the walrus. A moment later, Amik said, "I am still hungry."
Out on the water, Amik saw the prize of the sea, a great whale here.
Great whale, here was enough meat
to eat the entire village for a whole winter. The whale looked very tasty indeed.
Indeed. Amik bent low and stretched his mouth open to an enormous size. The whale glided toward him on the crest of a wave. Amik said, "I am so hungry. I will eat this and catch something bigger for grandmother." And with that, go lump, down went the whale. A moment later, Amik said, "I am not hungry."
Then Amik remembered he had saved nothing for his grandmother. He plodded slowly back to the hut, wondering what to tell her.
When grandmother heard Amik outside, she called, "Come in with your catch." Amik, I am so hungry. Amik was very uncomfortable. He said, "But grandmother, my catch is
much too big to bring through the door.
Then climb through the smoke hole, his grandmother replied. Amik knew the smoke hole was even smaller than the doorway. How am I to squeeze through such a small hole? He asked.
Come through the eye of my needle, called Grandmother. She held up her needle, and at that moment Amik was pulled magically into the hut. There was a loud pop, and a rush of water swirled around and around. Then, pip! Out came the needlefish. Swish! Out came the hooligan fish. Swoosh! Out slid the salmon. Splash! Out flipped the seal. Whoosh! Out wriggled the walrus. And they all flowed out of the hut. And then, with a great rumble, out rolled the whale.
When everything came to rest, Grandmother said, Amik, what a wonderful hunter you are.
Grandmother enjoyed a fine feast. She proudly shared their catch with the whole village, but Amik did not eat. For some reason, he was no longer hungry. The end.